wasting my water. Hey YouTube, hey. Y'all know I come back in here because go on back to why. So, y'all know, whenever I come in here, something must have wrecked my nerves. Because that's the only time I really come in here. So, I ain't been really daggone want to talk about this, but I have to because I'm a married woman. And I just look at both of them, Brianna and Robert, and I think, wow, did they really get out of their marriage? Did they gonna go and be whoremongers out here in the land? God want us to be married and stay married. So, Brianna out here, she ran into another arm. Daggone, baby. Tell him to get up. He got put on the floor. Brianna in somebody's arms. Robert in somebody's arms. And then they gonna talk about our first date skit or whatever. Like, man, listen. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm gonna get out my marriage and jump in the arms of someone else before the daggone ink is dry on the daggone divorce, which I don't believe in divorce. You know what I'm saying? You cowered out when you in a marriage and you jump out of it. God said, let what God put together, let no man, no woman set asunder. So you know they're gonna go out here, make promises to God ain't the daggone person that you love, and you claim the daggone person, you know, vow to love, do it all until death. How you gonna lie to the big man above about you daggone wanting to be with this person for the rest of your life? And then you lied to God about it, you know what I'm saying? Because you knew you didn't want to be with that person from the jump. I don't understand the LaTruths. I just don't. It's weird what they doing to one another. And if it's a publicity stuff, it's sick. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a sick-ass daggone thing. Because marriage is sacred. And it's between you, God, and that daggone person. And for y'all to get out here and act like y'all don't care about your souls. That's what it all boils down to me. It's the soul. Do you care that your soul is going to burn in hell? Well, I guess God gonna forgive us for some of the stuff that we doing out here in the land. But it's just crazy. It's really crazy to me. I ain't gonna tell God that I married my husband. And I told him till death do us part, you know, all the good stuff that you say to the Father and everything. So he ate and ready to go to sleep. I don't know how this baby just daggone gets out this. I don't see how he get out this bed like this and then get in it and cover the cover be everywhere, girls. Twisted and turned around. But I just had to come in here because I just was like, you know, I was looking at Robert and the what do you call her, the yoga instructor, and I'm like, they not just, you know, friends. They more than friends. They've been more than friends for a long time. Just looking in at the picture. Because I ain't ready to fall for my yoga instructor or whatever. Or nobody that soon. I just got out of a marriage. These suckers didn't even wait to get his dag on. You know, they didn't heal. And I don't care what nobody say about Robert and Brianna. They did not heal. So with them not healing, every time they go online, it look like they trying to throw a shot at each other, even if they not. It's just the daggone being in somebody else's arms for me. That's just too early. That's just too early. That's nasty. And especially being a woman. Let these men be out here and do all the whoremongering stuff. But when you going to church and you trying to get your soul right, you definitely ain't trying to put no man between your legs and you ain't out the daggone marriage. It start to make us think that y'all guys was already doing this way before y'all got out of it. It just took the toll on someone found out someone was doing something naughty or, in the marriage to where somebody said, okay, hell with it. We're going to put all this out here on the line. But, we had to look at it like this too. Robert, he's a daggone ladies man. Y'all already see it. He already thinks he is. Hell, if somebody think they got dang on Tupac every time you turn around, y'all already know he think he a ladies man. So, you got Brianna that has to daggone deal with this man that thinks that he's Mr. Daggone Hollywood and everything. So, it's just they moved too fast for me, y'all. The LaTruths move entirely too fast. In a marriage, you're supposed to be able to heal from this thing. They was so detached in this marriage from the jump. That's how they was able to just leave one another and not look back at this thing. No more. I don't want him. I don't want her. They were already detached. And they allowed themselves to be detached. Maybe not her, but Robert. Because Robert has a whole lot of women flocking to him. You know what I'm saying? It's women in his comments, and I think it's sick to see some of these women that's flocking to this man and doing all this stuff. They like he's a god or something. And just imagine being a wife of a man like this, or even being a wife of a star that's a musician. He sings love songs. You got all these women flocking to your man. This woman had to deal with this the whole 6 years that she probably been with him. He been sneaking around talking about, this is my client, this is my agent. No. And for them to move this fast, it just makes me see y'all. And y'all might think that I'm being judgmental, but makes me look into my marriage and thank God that I'm strong enough to stay still. Because sometimes God wants you to stay still. Sometimes God will put somebody in your life to change your life. You might not know it, but you could be daggone a wrecking ball. And God will send someone in there. It might not be who you want, but it's who you need. See, right now they got who they want. They don't got who they need. It's a need for these two people to been put together. God could have used them in so many ways, in so many positive ways, but they daggone used their marriage in a negative way, and they went out of it instead of trying to work it out and trying to daggone stay out of the internet. But they had to daggone let this internet divide them. And God said, "What He puts together, let no man or woman set asunder." That means that. And when you daggone go into a marriage, it is until death do you part. Marriage is only for the strong. Because when you weaken your flesh, you'll daggone go out here and do just what them LaTruths are doing right now. They all over the place. They both entertaining other spirits that they should not be daggone entertaining. They were supposed to be a spirit and a daggone force to be reckoned with by themselves. But they chose to go out here, and this is what I call it. When God put us together, He wanted us to come out of whoremongering. Okay? He wanted us to come out of whoremongering. I'm gonna tell y'all, that is the way to get to hell quick. Out here sleeping around and exploring different spirits and not finding the right one that God wants you to be with. If He put it together, better believe you're supposed to stay together. Like Al Green said. But they got themselves out here and they daggone winning the land, and they were a union, and they was covered by God. Do you understand? Now they're not covered by God. And you know why I say that? Because God is not a part of whoremongering. You understand? This is what we gotta understand, that we gotta look. Baby, I am on a whole YouTube, and you know that I am. You can't put that's on my daggone YouTube. That's a copyright, honey. No, I need that to go off, period. That beat, that whatever. I'm sorry, y'all. My husband decides he wants to go in here and pound out my house like at this time of night on some game. Like, I'm talking some real stuff here about marriage. You ain't supposed to fold in no marriage. If you not strong enough in no marriage, you need not to be in no marriage. Period. Don't even think about marriage. It is not for you. When you gotta go out here and pivot on your feet and daggone. And see, usually when someone is daggone wanting to get out of a marriage, they've already stepped out of the boundary. They've already stepped out of God's covenant. The devil has already stepped in and daggone did what he want. You're gonna be cheating, and you ain't even got to put your penis or your coochie poo on nobody. It's just the thought of you entertaining another person in your marriage. That is what breaks marriages up. Someone sneaking and texting, somebody sneaking and doing something they don't got no business doing. That is daggone entertaining the devil's works. Him wanting someone to come into your marriage and destroy what y'all already got together. And y'all know I wasn't gonna come out here and talk about this, but I think it's a scandalous and a shame what is going on with the LaTruths. They got out of a marriage to go be whoremongers. Let that be the reason that God is not pleased with this. And everything that I tell y'all that's going on right now is biblical. You better stay in your union. Don't go lying to God talking about you gonna love this person until death, and y'all ain't even divorced, and they got the ink ain't even daggone dry on the daggone divorce papers before you're both in arms of somebody else. You're nasty. You're nasty, and God don't like it. And you think that whatever is good look good to you, it ain't good for you. It ain't good for you. Neither one of y'all gonna be happy with the people that y'all got. Just watch and see, cause God ain't a part of it. Is God a part of it? God ain't never a part of a daggone separation of two units that he put together, and then y'all jump out here and do the devil's work. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They didn't want the marriage. Somebody didn't want to be married. And I think Brianna wanted to daggone, just like me. She was in a spiritual warfare within herself, and she wasn't going to have this man sleeping in her house without being her husband. I don't much blame her. You're not getting me, Snooky. You're going to marry me, or you can't have it. The hell? And that's when you're going through a spiritual warfare between you and your flesh and your soul. You want to be married. You don't want to be daggone sleeping out here with Tom, Dick, Harry, Sue, and Sal. Now, when it don't work out with the old daggone girl or old boy, then what? On to the next soul. You see what I'm saying? Now you're collecting all of these souls inside of you. That's nasty. I'm telling y'all, if I knew what I knew now, what I knew back then, I would have never let no man get inside of me until I got married. Because there's so many soul ties that you are connected to. You get to thinking back, you know what I'm saying, in your mind. And that's not good when you get to thinking about all the guys you done been with or all the girls you done been with. That's nasty. So you be glad to be married and got yourself out of the daggone realm of daggone sleeping around with every soul that you possibly done came in contact with. Yes, ma'am. It make you think. It's nasty. All the different people you done been on, all the different baby daddies you done had, and baby mamas you done had, and all of the souls that's still inside of you, because all of the things that you think of, sometimes you reminisce about stuff, and you ain't got no business doing that. Ain't got no business doing it, especially if you in a relationship with somebody. You should not be reminiscing or thinking about that person. Thank you, Miss Vonnie. Oh, that's sipping in the lounge. Thank you, babe. Yeah, so I'm just saying the little troops got to do better. You know what I'm saying? This don't look good. It just don't. And like I said, I didn't come out here to bash and dog nobody out. I don't try to do that. But it's times where you just got to look at your soul. we're looking at the outer beauty of ourselves and stuff and the outer look of us, but what about the soul that's carrying this flesh? Is it good enough? Hey, we got to keep on recycling our bodies and things until we get it right. And I'm tired of daggone recycling bodies and running into people. I want to daggone see the kingdom. It's going good. How's your day? Y'all, like I said, I just don't want nobody thinking that I'm bashing these people or anything. But it's just sickening when you see two people that were happy. Well, we thought they were, the power couple, other than daggone Jay-Z and Beyonce. They were the power couple of the daggone, book and YouTube. And then here they daggone have a scandal. And the scandal on daggone went out of the daggone. It's just out of the woodwork for me. I mean, because, you gotta daggone know when to hold them and when to fold them. And that's just that. You don't let nobody come in and take you out of your daggone realm. And that marriage thing is sacred. That's between you and the Lord and that woman and that man. And you out here and lie to the Lord, talking about you gonna stay with them till death do you part. Marriage ain't for the weak. It sure ain't now. We know you speak your mind, but no harm to anyone. Right. And that's the thing. Like, you gotta daggone know when to hold them and when to fold them. Why you want to daggone bring another man and woman into your daggone unhealthy daggone heart right now? Cause your heart is not healthy. When you don't mend that heart, you going back into a relationship with just going right out of a marriage and into a relationship. How do you think that person feel that's with you? Like, I don't want to be with nobody that just got out of a relationship because they ain't over that person. No, ma'am, it take time to get over a person. You don't want a person to touch you. Unless you already disconnected with that person. You feel me? Y'all already done disconnected in the marriage because it's people that get, I done seen it with my own eyes. People be so disconnected in their marriages that they can walk away and it won't hurt nobody or nobody's hurt in it because they done disconnected from a long time ago. Uh, it's a blessed day. I'm working for about another hour. Oh, okay. Good, good. And you get home safe too when you leave that job. Look around your surroundings and everything, because these people is weird out here, honey. And honey, dag on Facebook tried to dag on put me in Facebook jail because I said Robert and uh, Brianna is weird. They're weird. I've never seen two people do this in my life. And I done seen a lot of people get divorced, but I never seen them go in right into a relationship right out of there going to divorce. The ink ain't even damn dry on the paper, and they already in the arms of another. No, ma'am, that's nasty. Don't y'all think so? Girl, I work at home. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. But I'm just like, wow, how can you daggone be in a marriage that long and nobody has feelings for the breakup? Girl, I be boohooing and snotting and crying. Yes, I do. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a big baby when it comes to breakups. I'm not good with breakups. I go on a psychopath mode. I hear you. I hear there singing, honey. But I just want y'all to know that, boy, baby, bye. Hey, I gotta talk over this thing because they be trying to get you, strike you for the TV being on. I'm like, my lord. Yes. Girl, I mean, just girl, baby, yes, ma'am, psychopath, honey. That's why I don't play with nobody. Don't play with my heart. If I'm married to you, no, don't play on my heart. Don't daggone cheat on me, and we good to go. If you feel like you don't want to be no more, let me know that too. I'm good, which way it's supposed to go. But you don't step in the Lord's way of, nobody's, connection with Him. And I believe that when you make a marriage step, you making a marriage and you making a promise not to just that person to love that person, but to be right in the eyes of God with that person until y'all close y'all's eyes. And so Robert and Brianna, they out here sleeping around with Tom, Dick, Harry, Sue, Sid, and Sal. even if they just got these one people that they sleeping with, right? But he got his girl and she got her man. Listen, that this is the reason why I say they sleeping around with Tom, Dick, Harry, Susie, and Sal. Because when they was one, it was just them two. Just imagine how many people that these people that this person and this person and slept with. Y'all was safe with one another. Now y'all done got back out here whoremongering around in the devil's land, and everything that look good to you ain't good for you. Folks will be daggone full of that daggone as I die slowly. You know what I'm saying? And as I die slowly don't got no looks. You hear me? As I die slowly don't got no looks, y'all. And that's my main concerns of going out here, stepping out of your marriage and into a divorce to divide what God had put together, to go and jump in the arms and start whoremongering in the land again. God gonna give you as I die slowly or something even worse. You know what I'm saying? Hepatitis out here, y'all. Gonorrhea is out here. All of these things is out here. And everything that look good ain't good for you. If you can easily go and get a person just like that, you can just believe how easy they are to give themselves to someone else. So why you want to be involving yourself in that type of stuff? Like the LaTruths gotta see God ain't pleased with them. And nothing that they doing right now is probably going to prosper as far as a relationship go. Not their their dreams and stuff, but I'm saying as relationships go, they're not going to prosper with these relationships because God had already put them together, and they supposed to daggone close their eyes together. One or the both. You never can tell how God was going to do it. But you don't help the devil to pull you out of your relationship, and then the devil send you out here into the streets searching for love. The love that these people are looking for is in themselves already. You don't need nobody to detect your love, how you feel about yourself. Self love is the best love. And then once you find your self love, you're not going to be searching for love in no one else. You're going to be searching for the love of God and Jesus within. You hear me? And that's all I had to say. You know, the LaTruths got to daggone look at their souls. Because right now it's about their flesh. Their flesh is tainted. They both tainted their flesh when they stepped out of their marriages, and the ink wasn't dry on there. The daggone taint. I mean, they just slap God in the face. That's how I feel, y'all. And I don't like when folks slap God in the face, because He ain't slapping none of us in the face. They need to ask for forgiveness and ask God for forgiveness quick, because these relationships that they seeking is not in someone else. It's in them and God. And Brianna already know God, but she just done daggone forgot about him for a minute, I guess. I guess he gonna have to snap back into her. She gonna snap back into reality and see it's about me, not no man. It's about me and my kids. Let Robert go ahead and do what he doing out here. He always been that daggone type of dude that looked like he was a cheater anyways. I'm just saying that because of what I seen. Him wanting drop it low and all of that, the attention to other women and stuff. She had to deal with that for 6 years. But anyways, y'all, I'm not gonna keep y'all. I just wanted to say that. And God bless everybody's night. And y'all be blessed. Don't let nobody steal your joy. And have a very blessed beginning of the week. Good night, guys.